want to ride in the backseat of a caddy? Bom, 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 bom. Do you want to ride in the front street of an Astrooo? The front seat of an Astrooo. Give you guys some good juice for being the first ones in. See, can you believe that Spider tried to use some sovereign citizen stuff? in the restraining order. Spider, if you're gonna use sovereign citizen stuff, don't do it when the judge is on your side. Okay? The judge was on your side. You can't do sovereign citizen stuff when the judge is on your side. Okay? Like Spider, get it together. You know how many people I've helped get out of shit because of sovereign citizen mentality. Now, sovereign citizen is a double negative. You can't be a citizen and you can't be a sovereign. And I can't say hi to anybody because I'm driving. So thank you, welcome. Lots of hugs to you. We're going for a ride to the destination I do not know, but we're going for a ride. We're gonna laugh, and I'm gonna give you information. And yeah, it should be fun. And oh yeah, definitely a maroon. Spider, you're a maroon, buddy. When you have a petition and you don't have joinder, when you have to go over your petition one thing at a time that you swore under oath that was true and correct to your best of your knowledge or belief, there's certain duties and obligations you have to fulfill that petition as a petitioner. Now, we've already gone over the ER at the suffix of a word and how ER designates an agency in law. As a petitioner, you have now sworn under threats of perjury that everything is true and correct. Now, why you would take a copied petition and use the same information on all 5 petitions and then sign your name to it blows my mind away. But somehow you have no idea about freedom, you have no idea about the law, and somehow you allowed somebody, because you couldn't write it in your own hand, you've allowed somebody you signed your name to somebody else's belief. You might not even know what the words mean. You don't even know what the words meant. Numerous threats of bodily injury means that you've had numerous threats. Not 0, not 1, but numerous. Numerous being in the plural. Okay, Spider? And Patch tries to say in court, this was the most epic thing about Patch. Patch, you're a liar! You're a liar, Patch! You're the biggest liar! Not only are you a liar, but you look so dumb in court. When you tried to tell the judge, he called me a weasel. I called you a weasel because you look like a weasel. All right? You can't go to jail for calling somebody a weasel. In Berkeley County, allegedly, you might go to jail. Okay? Patch was the guy in the blue shirt when Santa's and his little elves attacked. Patch was the guy in a blue shirt. I was calling him weasel. He really wasn't around much. And the judge enters evidence. Hold on. The judge rules on the evidence of everybody not realizing that two of those people weren't even involved in the group at that time. So that judge is saying that in the future tense, if you join the group, you're liable. Hell, the whole 1776 group can sue Lori and get a restraining order against Lori. Every single one of them, according to what that judge did. Even Trucker G's. Crazy. But Patch, Jonathan Patch, we'll straighten out all the names, don't worry, of everyone that lied and were liars. You were liars. When you don't tell the truth, you're a liar. You can't just a credible threat of bodily injury is not calling you weasel. Although you look like a weasel and you might have the brain of a weasel, that is most not definitely personal body injury. Okay? So stop lying. You lied. You said false things under threats of perjury. There was a video of you running after your car. I ran towards your car. That's what you came to court with. I ran towards your car. How are you? Weasel is not Oreo. Weasel is weasel. Something Patch. Bernard Patch. We'll get his full name here. Now that I can say it. Spider is Raymond James Dorset. That's Spider. Dorset. Bernard Joseph Patch is Weasel. Okay? Patch, you're a liar. You made that I'm in contempt of court. Of course I'm in contempt of court. My whole goddamn personality is contemptuous. My whole personality is contemptuous. My being is contemptuous to everything that goes around and into that courtroom. That courtroom, those people destroy people's lives. They destroy lives. They destroy them. I watched that video you did on Squirrel. If you guys don't know BTM, check out BTM's channel. I think, yeah. And she did a great job talking about Melanie. I do like Melanie. I think Melanie's a good person. That's the other one I don't like. So good job on that, BTM Sparky. And Vaughn, you did an amazing job yesterday. I'm amazed at how many subs you got already. What a powerful thing to get that many subs that quickly. One of my secret girls here, the secret Intel Tifa, she wanted you to know that you're an amazing soul and yeah, send a virtual hug. So that was one of my girls. She talked to Lori and Jay Met today, and she told Jay Met that that she gave Jay Met, that Jay Met gave her a voice, and that she was violated when she was younger and Jay Met gave her that voice to stand up and not be silent anymore. Like a real Me Too moment. Like this has become like a real Me Too. Or Me Too, not Me Too. Me Too, is it the Me Too movement? I forget. Whatever that, like kind of standing up for like being raped or molested, or I've heard so much stuff about it, and it's such a heavy match. It's such a heavy subject. Holy cow! Like there's not enough emotions going on that it is Me Too. Okay, there's not enough emotions besides these crazy stories of people's experiences and their traumas and how they've overcome those traumas. So it's been very heavy, everything, and like in the conversations. But yeah, no, she really, there was some good words that Jay Met needed to hear. Because Jay Met is a pretty amazing person. So I hope to God I can't be there at the courthouse with Jay Met, but I hope to God that we get some people there for her. I hope to God if you haven't made it out to one of these court cases, or you haven't made it out, that I hope that that's when you make it out, is to stand by and be in that court parking lot, so that all those other monsters that are there, that we have that support and that Jay Met has that support. Because yesterday, that's all I was thinking about, was Lori was going to come out to those monsters. And so I hope that you guys make it out for Jay Metz, because I can't be there. And she deserves everyone to be there. Because all these effing liars, you're effing liars. You're liars. What you said about me was not true. You made me bear the burden of that. Now you're going to bear the burden of the defender of effing ants. That's not a burden you want to have. The burden of defender of ants. Me talking about how you're not truthful. That's the burden. Is you're not truthful. And you're under the guise of freedom. You don't know anything about freedom. You're trying to you came like monsters and leeches and cockroaches, trying to put in a name of somebody. How awful are you to do that? How awful to do that to Lori? Awful. You're not anything what God or the Bible says. Not even close. And to be under that guise of Christianity or this sick. You're hiding behind that flag. People, and I've had a whole different view of the flag because of the convoy stuff. But people equate that flag to their fathers, grandfathers, uncles, brothers, sisters, mothers, daughters, sons, their babies or kids, to these heroes that fought for freedom or whatever. They went under the guise of protecting freedom and protecting you, and here you are using those flags to hide behind as you coward.
In 2 miles,
and you use the law and you use it to your advantage, and you pay off the sheriffs, and the sheriffs are your little bitches, because that's what Berkeley County sheriffs are. They're little bitches to they're bitches to the pedo cult. They have sold their souls to an evil entity, whatever that evil entity that you might believe is evil. And it goes all the way into the court system. My whole being is the contempt court. My whole being. Yeah, and that flag, I had a totally different view than when I started the convoy. Yeah, we all have different feelings of what that flag means. I changed my feeling of the flag. To me, the flag used to mean imperialism and war in Syria and Iraq and Afghanistan and Yemen, Somalia. The endless war for what seems like more what the corporations want and then not really what freedom's
half
about.
A mile, use the right 2 lanes to take
but I'm not
Virginia
taking away from any of those soldiers that went over there under the guise of believing that they were fighting for freedom. Because so many of those people go there to fight for what they believe is freedom.
Use the right 2 lanes to take the Virginia 7 East exit, then merge onto Virginia 7 East.
And when you start losing comrades and stuff, it's not really a matter of right or wrong, it's a matter of teams. And neither team is wrong. Yeah. I was waiting for Red to pop his little squirrely ass out. Yeah, I blocked you. I just don't like you. You're just a bad person. You're a bad person.
Continue on Virginia 7 East for 13 miles.
You got yourself a nice block, buddy. And I am not chubby, I'm festively plump. Festively plump. But what makes me sexy, Red, that you don't have is I have a good heart. I want the best for people. It's not monetary. But those evil people, Patch, you guys are liars, and for the judge to, after seeing them lie and not tell the truth and not have any evidence of what they claimed under threats of perjury to have, who the judge allegedly had an ex parte meeting with, a probable cause hearing. They somehow went to that judge and gave him some type of information that they no longer had. I don't even need to talk to him about him. I'm talking about like real important shit here. Something that he knows nothing about. And the judge to use that people, the same people that lied and had no reason and were just, weasel. I called you a weasel. Do you really think in your like little pea-headed brain that calling someone a weasel was a reason to get a restraining order? You had to get Hippie Mama, the porn star, the one who likes to do like 2 girls in 1 cup type of stuff. She had to come in to be your technician, as the judge said. Could you imagine a porn star that eats crap is the technician for the court for this group? She was allowed in. I was not allowed anybody in with me. Not even a witness. I wasn't even allowed to call a witness. I wasn't allowed a technician. I wasn't allowed my phone. I wasn't allowed to give any evidence. I wasn't able to cross-examine. What kind of court is that? It's an administrative court. You have no constitutional rights in an administrative court. Family court is the scorn of evil. What about my right to jury trial? What about my right to face my accuser? What about my right to a public trial? What about the video you used against me? That was my video. That I said I didn't even know what it was clipped. What type of, am I not allowed to be against self-incrimination? No constitutional rights whatsoever. These guys, this group of people who claims to be about the Constitution, knows nothing about it. Not only do they know nothing about it, but they actually fight people. They actually fight people who, bye-bye. They actually fight people who actually know the Constitution way more than them and is willing to go to jail for that. Is willing to be an outlaw for that. I am a real freedom outlaw. I will be a freedom outlaw. But I'm the real deal. And not in a cocky way, but just not in your world, your realm. You don't know it. You gotta talk about it. It's gotta be a thing. This has been a thing for a long time for me. To start a grift 5 months ago when the convoy came through. I've been doing activism for 10 years. I followed like Luke Radowski and Tim Pool when they were first starting to become first-person narrative live streaming when the Occupy movement. I've watched thousands of hours of Occupy protests live streamed. Black Lives Matter, Unicorn Riot. I've watched the live streams. I always wanted to be a first-person narrative thing, a first-person narrative streamer, but I was too afraid of what everyone would say about me, or all your mistakes are recorded forever for everyone to make fun of you. But I don't care anymore. There's nothing you can say that hurts me. The closest thing is my issues with my sisters and not seeing my niece over all this stupid political shit. Her hate for Trump somehow came out to me. Berkeley County is a dangerous place. It's very, very, very dangerous. If an open-ended general threat can be applied to a group, it can be applied to everyone. But that court, there was nothing constitutional about that court. And I was going to get a continuance, but he said 100 days. 100 days to get another day in. 100 days. And all the time in the world to do that garbage. He's going to get all that time in the world with J. Matt. What could you even get about J. Matt? I'm not interacting with the chat, guys. You're on your own. You gotta know about me, I'm like, I blow in the wind. That's what makes me different and unique. I blow in the wind. Lori's a lot like that too. She'll have 5 different destinations. They'll change 4 times by noon. It's an epic way to live. It's an epic way to live. There's not many people could just blow in the wind, but I could blow in the wind. I love blowing in the wind. I'm not worried. I'm not worried, guys. Not at all. I'm so happy. I just know that Berkeley County is the wild, wild west. And if you go into Berkeley County, you're risking your life. And guess what? I got a great screenshot. There happened to be a Berkeley County sheriff. Get this. Luckily, I talked to the neighbors and I talked to people. I'm very personable. and I had lots of people helping me. But this one came just from being personable and making sure I said bye and thank you to somebody. And that very special somebody, her daughter, gave me some great information. And what was that information? The information was that you were fucking her friend, that police officer. And yeah, that's great information. That information's great because, well, it's great because you learn things about officers, like that officer was a school resource officer, and that resource officer was caught sexting a 15-year-old. Oh, so type that into the good old search engine, whichever one you feel comfortable with, and you type in Berkeley County Sheriff High School Resource officer caught sexting, I believe it was a 15-year-old. Yo, no one's giving me that information. Throw out some dots there. I think he just got a misdemeanor. I think he just got. I don't think he got a slap on the wrist. I think if I'm. You shouldn't be sexing people. You shouldn't be sexing people, Berkeley County Sheriff. Of course you came from Berkeley County Sheriff. I would expect nothing less from Berkeley County. Very high standards you got there, Berkeley County. You guys were like savages. Did it really take 8 or 10 of you? 8 or 10 of you to serve J. Matt? She was just there. You couldn't just come out on you. You run like most gangs run in packs. Oh yeah. Oh man, my Facebook page is doing great. My Facebook page, I love my Facebook page. It hasn't been taken down or anything. God, it would have been horrible if some type of Intel Tifa or something took down pages. Like, how could nobody, people do things? How could people have powers? And hashtag cancel culture. Hashtag, oh, dang. Oh, gosh. Hashtag nerd Tifa. God, they're horrible, man. These nerds, you know. Those nerds are probably not hanging out with the meth heads. I'll tell you that. Lori is doing better than ever. Oh, want something happen to Matt's Facebook pages? Oh my God, Matt! What a bummer. That's really sad. Oh, man. This is how legends are made. Bom, 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 bom. This is our fucking song, Jalen. Your song is "This is how felons are made." Boom, boom, boom. Bye-bye. That Zuckerberg, man, he's such a jerk. Guilty plea of one misdemeanor count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Of course, Berkeley County judges gave him a 1 count to contribute to the delinquency of a minor. No, he was a pedophile. Sexing a 15-year-old makes you a pedophile. You're in a position of power, and you fucked around and found out. FAFO. Man. Ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. Ants go marching one by one. Da 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 da. He was 44. Oh, so see, that was correct. That was good information. Thank you, darling. You were great. Oh my gosh, you guys are just such criminal elements that you just... I'm here pedo hunting. I think I found one. Trying to protect my Lori girl, hurrah, hurrah. Trying to protect the Lori girl, hurrah, hurrah. My very behavior is contemptuous to the bone. Bum, 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 bum. Your laugh cracks me up. Well, I got a big old belt here. If I could just stay focused on not eating all this shit. And maybe going for a hike here and do some waterfalls and stuff. It's a busy week though, guys. A busy, busy, busy week. Got lots to do here. Lots and lots and lots to do. Those mentioned cannot enter your live stream chat. There seems to be a conflict in the order about your stream. Cannot enter your live stream chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can't put the names of hot topics in my YouTube. And the trespassing case got continued. Follow up to Curtis post. How do you keep others out of your chats to get? I don't know. I gotta be. I guess God. The judge told me at least that, and this is everything that's being told to me, right? I'm allowed to talk about these people now because they lied, and I was able to be smarter than them, did not allow that judge to enter an order in like he was begging me to do, and I did not allow him to create joinder. That's what happens when you add cases together. Or a demur is when you separate them. If they came at 1776 as a group, I would have wanted a demur. I would have wanted to do one at a time. It's like law. It's just like when I talk about some of this stuff, like, I don't know cases. I don't care about a Supreme Court's opinion because I've used case law in court before, and the judge said I don't recognize it. Okay, cool. I hear people quoting court cases. Quote a court case and listen to the judge say I don't care. And then now what? Now what do? What are you gonna do? Tell the judge to F off? Good luck with that. Whatever you say that's besides thank you, sir, may I have another, it's pretty much contemptuous behavior, okay? But what most patriots lack is the ability to say that they require due process without knowing what processes actually do. Everyone wants to talk about due process, but do you even know the process of the court? Do you know what is due to you? Because I don't think you do. Whatever Lori's mods had to help her wasn't even allowed. No evidence was allowed to be entered. No witnesses were allowed to be called. No one was allowed to be in there. There was no one transcribing anything in there. No cameras allowed. No video. Nothing. Kings may see their palaces fall, but the ants will always have their dwellings. I like that one. I'm going to screenshot this. Nice one, Pink Elephant drinking lemonade. Your guys' stream names are awesome. And everyone has done such an amazing job. I was just talking to somebody who had been donating to a bunch of different people, and as it's progressed he's realized that each one of them were just kind of there for the money and not for freedom. And I was talking to him what I love about all this. And what I really love about this is all the small people. The small people with the skills or these different trades. Baldy Banks. What is it? Munching Melons? Who's singing? The 1776 investigative restoration page, or restoration investigator. I turned into like an investigator. We got 1776 RM dolls. We have America 2.0. We have American Doofus. We have Carl Stanton, who doesn't like me, but whatever. Jack Hare, I don't think he likes me either. Whatever. But all these little channels making little videos. Even the haters. That Gap Tooth girl. She was doing hit pieces on me in AP. Now she isn't. Like, and Direwolf keeps saying, like, it's all about hearts and minds. And we are, it is all about hearts and minds. And that's how we're going to get things better in this country, is by getting over our differences in what we believe and trying to find some middle ground and not let politics get in the way of that, and to allow people to have their different opinions without that emotional attachment to it. But yeah, that whatever melons it is,
in a quarter mile,
melons,
turn left onto Virginia 193 East, Georgetown Pike.
Story about the convoys. The convoys. Like, that song was beautiful. And who am I? The Lazy Gamer. Lazy Gamer does all the cliff notes. I have different views than him, but he's an amazing journalist. Like, he's amazing at what he does.
Virginia 193 East, Georgetown Pike.
Oh. Mumbling Melons. Mumbling Melons. Oh, shit. Oh, Lazy Gamer's done amazing stuff. I don't believe in everything he believes, but he's such an he's amazing at what he does. Yeah, he's just so great at it. Like, I love listening to it. Everyone has listened to Lazy Gamer.
For
like,
9 miles.
If there's one channel that everyone all listens to at the end of the night, it's like the final thing, the final chapter of the night is go to bed and listen to Lazy Gamer. And the first thing all the girls do is when they wake up. I mean, it's the god awful truth. It's it's really cool, man. Like, he just gives the cliff notes. You don't have to watch hours and hours. He makes it quick and short, to the point, unless he's really pissed, and then it'll be a little longer. The doll videos are epic. I mean, this is what's so great. Everyone's bringing their own little creative touch to it. And if you got a creative touch, man, like, reach out. We'll get your channel out. We'll get some subs, and we'll make it cool. Like, that's what's so cool about this. Yvonne Michelle, which she blocked everybody. She was on everyone's mad at her because they got blocked or whatever. But she got like 400 subs just going live yesterday. That's amazing. Like, I love all the content of everybody. Like, all the and who am I missing? I'm missing some people. Meanwhile, I've loved Meanwhile stuff. I've been missing out on Meanwhile. I don't know what happened to Meanwhile, but I'm missing out on Meanwhile stuff. And West Virginia Peacekeeper came and she brought me like 2 shirts and a wire that's like the coolest wire ever that I use all the time now. And like, yeah, they're just like some amazing people. And yeah, you're at like 400 or something. I was like, man, nice. It's hard to build 400, to get 400 subs. That's not an easy task. West Virginia Peacekeeper. But yeah, the totally infringed on our rights, and so I am they have activated character constitutional. You have a right to a trial, Scotty. Ant-Man. Sorry, I almost got okay. Yeah, check out AP, man. She'll be around. She's not giving the content to the Cookie Monsters. No content to the Cookie Monsters.
In 800 feet, turn right onto Virginia 193 East, Georgetown Pike.
No content for you, Cookie. So sorry.
Turn right onto Virginia 193 East, Georgetown Pike.
We're everything. We have become everything. Some loser in an Astrooo van has become the whole content of these guys. Oriole said it months ago. Oh, don't worry about the Fender Vans. He's a loser and a nobody. Here he is selling mugs with my face on it months later. How epic is that? I can't believe I told Oriole I want a refund. Oh, Vaughn, that's what she said earlier today. After she talked about J Matt and how J Matt gave her a voice, she said that you, Vaughn, said everything that she would have said to Oriole if she was there. And so that made her like, she wanted you to know that. So that's me letting you know to know that. She's in here watching. She's lurking. You won't see her though, okay? You won't see her. She won't pop up. She's just lurking in the background here. But she hears it. She knows it. We got lurkers. We got lots of lurkers. Every channel we got lurkers on. This Intel Tifa goes, it's the left-right Tifa, man. It's the left-right in Tifa Intel. And that shit is the bomb diggity. We are moving faster and quicker every day with all the information. You did amazing. The most amazing thing is that you turned on the camera and did it. That's the most amazing thing. And that doesn't matter about anything else that happened after that. You were there. Court support is one of the most American things that you can